Prime Minister brings hope to St. Thomas, opens 2 restorative justice centres, and breaks ground for 596 housing solutions. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Lorraine Mendez. The Hope for Jamaica series of town hall meetings rolled through St. Thomas last week, bringing with it several plans to benefit residents. On Thursday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness told residents that work was advanced on the planned Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. That project, he said, would also include repair works to some local roads. Mr. Holness also disclosed plans to bring business process outsourcing jobs to the area.
We have already started to promote the space that is available here for BPO operations. And we have had interest.
The Prime Minister shared plans to move the Morant Bay Town Centre to the 25-acre Goodyear property and declare the current town a heritage site. That move, he said, will form the nucleus of a tourism industry in the parish.
Already, we have 2 serious prospects who want to develop a tourist resort in St. Thomas.
Mr. Holness has also directed the National Housing Trust to identify lands for development in the area. Crime was another agenda item for the Prime Minister at the town hall meeting. While commending the residents for keeping homicides down in the parish, he was quick to urge them to shun criminals.
Run them. Make sure that your parish remains safe and secure, because that is going to be one of the greatest attractions for investors to come here.
Tackling crime was still on the Prime Minister's mind when he opened 2 new restorative justice centres in Denham Town and Tivoli Gardens.
Providing access to efficient, undelayed, and certain public justice systems is critical to eliminating the space for criminals to set up their own private justice systems.
At Thursday's function, Mr. Holness reiterated that the recently passed Zones of Special Operations Bill will help to reduce crime. He said the legislation was a signal that the government and the opposition was not prepared to cede 1 square inch of Jamaica to any criminal organization.
There is only one sovereign state in Jamaica, and the government will act to protect the sovereign state. The establishment of the zone, therefore, is never about derogating, taking away, or abrogating the rights of the citizens. It is about protecting, preserving, and extending the rights of the law-abiding citizens of this country.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government is putting in the necessary regulations to support Jamaica's nutraceutical industry. While expressing support for cannabis research, Mr. Holness says the government has to ensure it is compliant with international standards, as the plant was illegal in some countries.
These are not just standards to do with medicine or compliance to do with health. It is also financial standards, banking standards, to ensure that our market is not being used for illegal activities parading under a license.
Mr. Holness was speaking Wednesday at a function for the award of orphan drug status of cannabis-based Cressorol by the United States Food and Drug Administration. The drug to treat acute myeloid leukemia was developed by Jamaican scientist Dr. Henry Lowe and other US-based researchers. On Friday, Prime Minister Holness was in Old Harbour St. Catherine breaking ground for Phase 1 and 2 of the Villages of Quebec Castle housing development. 595 of the 2,000 serviced lots will be delivered in October 2018. Another 863 are to be delivered in 2019, and in 2020, 467 serviced lots will be provided. The $5.4 billion development is to be built on 89 acres of land surrounding Quebec Castle.
This particular development is one of partnership. The NHT has 70% equity in this development, while BCR Industries Company Limited has 30% equity in the joint venture. The NHT will finance the infrastructure work for all phases, from which BCR will select
and pay the joint venture for its 30% share of the service lot.
Earlier in the week, Prime Minister Holness ordered a review of the cellphone bills of ministers and ministers of state. The Ministry of Finance and the Public Service has been tasked with that responsibility. While that review is being done, a cap has been placed on the cellphone bills of ministers and ministers of state. And while the cap is in place, government ministers have committed to retroactively pay any overages on their bills. The Minister of Technology, meanwhile, has been instructed to hold discussions with telecommunications service providers to devise a special plan for government ministers. Prime Minister Andrew Holness hosted guests to Jamaica House this past week. On Tuesday, he met with Spain's Secretary of State for International Cooperation for Latin America and the Caribbean. The next day, the Prime Minister met with participants in the Grace Kennedy Birthright Program. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for more of the news coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.